Good Wednesday evening, everybody, from the News Channel 3 backyard, from the home office backyard. I'm meteorologist Austen Onek with a quick look at what's going on for Wednesday evening weather. Getting a little bit on the chilly side out here as some cooler air makes its way into and through the Mid-South. We got, again, a pretty quiet evening coming up. If you'd like to know more about what's going on with stargazing stuff and the very special day today for a celebration of a great scientist, we'll talk more about that coming up in just a little while, or you can view our Skyblog 3 if you'd like to know more about that. Questions, concerns, ideas for this blog, contact me here at austin.onek@wreg.com if you'd like to know a little bit more about what's here and how you can get information about what's happening into around the Mid-South area. If there's something you'd like to see on here, let me know. We'll feature it on here. Rivers, information about the rivers and the lakes, climate data, things like that, and we'll be able to post that on here as soon as possible. This has been a major request from time to time. Earthquakes across the Mid-South area. The latest earthquakes at this time, not seeing anything in the way of major amounts of problems for the central United States. One earthquake back over to around Medford, Oklahoma, and that was late last night, early this morning, but other than that, really not much of anything else going on at this point in time. And a few earthquakes overseas, but into the Mid-South area, there's nothing going on. Most of the activity has been well over to around portions of the West Coast states along the San Andreas and back up into the Juan de Fuca area. Cloud cover out there, not much anymore. We do have a few clouds hanging around, some haze for the most part, as you can see in our Power Center Academy camera. Beautiful sunset taking place with some of those clouds out on the horizon from the city of Germantown, and also looking again at a little bit of sunlight, but not too much cloud cover out there from Ole Miss and Oxford. Like to see more of our webcams, go to WREG.com/webcams for more. Burn bans, plenty of them. The entire state of Mississippi, minus 6 counties, are under burn bans at this point in time, and that includes all of the News Channel 3 viewing area counties at this point in time, from Alcorn all the way down to Quitman and Panola. Everything is under a burn ban at this point. This information courtesy of the Mississippi Forestry Commission. If you'd like to know more, you can go to mfc.ms.gov for more. Arkansas, a little bit better, but not by much. We have numerous counties at this point in time under burn bans, and going to continue to see that. About 13 counties, if I eye this correctly, including Cross County in the News Channel 3 viewing area, but so far the only county in Mississippi in the News Channel 3 viewing area under a burn ban at this point. We're looking again at a moderate wildfire danger across the area, according to the Arkansas Forestry Commission, and that could be increasing over the next few days as we lose whatever rainfall we picked up, which was not all that much over the last few days. Burn bans in the state of Tennessee from the Tennessee Commissioner of Agriculture. We're looking at 5 counties back into eastern Tennessee, on either side of Knoxville, and back to the north, back up around Cumberland Gap. But so far, we're not seeing anything in the way of major activity for, again, the western counties in the News Channel 3 viewing area. So good news on that for this point in time. But that, again, means we still have to be careful with fire or flame out there because things are very much on the dry side. Satellite picture, again, showing some very nice conditions as the clouds continue to make their way back out of the picture down toward the south and to the east. You can even see a small speck of some wildfires going into around parts of eastern Arkansas. I see a plume of smoke located there and a couple of other plumes of smoke into around eastern Arkansas, and maybe a couple in and around parts of northern Mississippi. But beyond that, there's not a lot going on. Fortunately, this satellite picture courtesy of Penn State Meteorology. Rest of the day today into this evening, looking at quiet conditions into tonight as high pressure continues to make its way across the Mid-South. A cold front will be diving on the Mid-South as we go into Friday, and that will be arriving early Friday evening. Does not look at this time like there's going to be anything out there in the way of a problem with rainfall so far. Hopefully something in the near future to help tamp the fire danger down, but not that much going on at this point. Kind of interesting that we may see some snow potential into around the northeastern, the New England states, from Maine all the way down to Ohio and Pennsylvania. Could be a bit of a problem there, so something to think about. Throughout, the rest of the evening, we're going to be seeing cool temperatures out there. Low temperatures tonight will be brisk, some mid to upper 30s possible across the Tennessee River Plateau and into around northwestern Tennessee. Winds at this point in time will be light and variable. We're not seeing a lot out there, mainly out of the northeast at 5 miles per hour or less, and still not seeing anything out there in the way of major amounts of wind gusts, but could be some patchy frost, especially toward the Tennessee River Valley. Beautiful tomorrow, temperatures back in the mid to upper 60s with minimal amounts of cloud cover throughout the entire mid-south. Dry into Thursday night. Temperatures not quite as chilly, back in the lower 40s or so. And heading into Friday, Veterans Day, high temperatures back in the mid to upper 60s to lower 70s, very close to where they should be for this time of the year. And no problems at all being seen for outdoor activities for, again, dedication ceremonies, remembrance parades, things like that. And thank you to all the veterans out there for doing a great job in keeping us free and safe here in the land of the free and the home of the brave. Very dry as well. Dew points will be dropping down into the mid 40s by Friday afternoon. Friday evening temperatures, again, by the time kickoff happens, will be chilly, back in the upper 50s to around the lower 60s as we go overnight and into the weekend. Saturday's highs beautiful but cool, temperatures in the high 50s to the lower 60s. Low temperatures Saturday night in the lower to mid 30s north of I-40 and around parts of southwest Tennessee. And by Sunday, high temperatures back a little warmer into the lower to mid 60s, pretty close to normal for this time of the year. Want to find out more about what's going on where it comes to anything involving the astronomy for the Mid-South area? Check out the Skyblog 3 from the News Channel 3 Weather Center, and we'll be talking to you about what you can see in the Mid-South skies tonight in the way of satellites, planets, maybe a few meteors out there as well. And you can also drop by my Facebook page at facebook.com/Austen Onek WREG, and you can find out more about what's going on where it comes to science and astronomy and weather and all kinds of neat stuff out there. So a great opportunity to learn more about what's available out across the Mid-South, and a few of my own little editorial statements thrown in there for good measure. So if you'd like to see more, WREG at facebook.com/Austen Onek WREG, and also on Twitter at twitter.com/Aonek_WREG3 for more on that. You also, again, if you'd like to take a look at Skyblog to find out more about what's going on in the night skies tonight. Today is a very important day, the anniversary of the birth of one of the best scientists and cosmologists out there, in my not so humble opinion, Carl Sagan. Today is his birthday. A very prolific author and a person who did a lot to get science out to the community at large. So again, if you'd like to know more about this, or have a up-and-coming scientist in the family who would like to know more about the night sky and studying science and things like that, this guy is a great one to read. This particular book right here, something to think about. It's called The Demon Haunted World: Science as a Candle in the Darkness, about taking a look at critical thinking, the scientific method, and finding out more about how to become a scientist, even if you're not a scientist. This is something that everybody can read and find out more about. So this right here, definitely a good one. He also has Cosmos, Contact, Comet. Contact, a good one. That's science fiction, but still a good one to know about there, and many others out there. So again, happy birthday to the late Carl Sagan, who was born on this date back in the 1930s and passed away just over about 20 years ago or so, 20 to 25 years ago, somewhere in there. We're going to be seeing again a quiet evening for tonight, but we could see some cooler weather into the weekend. We'll have another update on your forecast coming up with Jim Jaggers tonight on News Channel 3 at 10, and of course tomorrow morning with News Channel 3's Todd Demers. That'll be coming up on News Channel 3 Daybreak. I'm meteorologist Austen Onek, live and direct from the home office of the News Channel 3 backyard. Stay tuned for more with News Channel 3 on air and online, and thanks for joining us for the latest edition of News Channel 3's exclusive weather blog, Weather Overtime.